Nnamdi Kanu petitioned the President of Court of Appeal for refusing to process the appeal against the declaration of IPOB as a terrorist group. We, the tens of millions of members of the indigenous people of Biafra IPOB, through our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, hereby bring this petition against the President of the Court of Appeal for his failure to hear or otherwise direct the Court of Appeal to hear our appeal against the proscription of IPOB and its declaration as a terrorist organization. The background to said appeal are as follows. On September 20th, 2017, Justice Abdul Kafarati of the Federal High Court, Abuja, issued an ex parte order proscribing the IPOB and declaring it a terrorist organization. The order was issued pursuant to an ex parte application brought by the Attorney General of Nigeria. Subsequently, IPOB's application to vacate the order was denied, thus necessitating an appeal to the Court of Appeal in March 2018. Without prejudice to the pending appeal, it is pertinent to state that IPOB has been in existence for more than 6 years as it becomes legally registered in the United Kingdom on July 22, 2014 as an organization geared to the peaceful pursuit of the group or solidarity rights of the peoples of the defunct Republic of Biafra to self-determination. You may also be aware that IPOB has similar status and recognition in the USA, Germany, Canada, Italy, Sweden, Switzerland, South Africa, Japan, 30 other civilized countries around the world. It has never for once engaged in any act of violence or otherwise threatened any act of violence. IPOB operates in the open worldwide and in accordance with the laws of the local, and it is globally respected in all countries of the world. Yet, on September 10, 2017, the Nigerian Army unconstitutionally declared IPOB a terrorist group as a subterfuge to justify its massive and lethal invasion of my home in Isiama, Afaraoku, Umuahia, Ibeoku, Abia State, by which 28 innocent lives were lost and I nearly lost my life. It is curious that a few days later, the Federal High Court followed on the heels of the Nigerian Army and declared IPOB a terrorist group. This order contravened a previous and still subsisting final order, virtually declaring that IPOB is not a terrorist organization, that it is not an unlawful society, and that its members have not committed any act of terrorism within the meaning of Nigeria's Terrorism Prevention Act. It is telling that some members of the international community, notably United States, United Kingdom, and European Union, publicly and unequivocally rejected the said order designating IPOB as terrorist organization. In the interim, the Attorney General of Nigeria has taken executory steps by gazetting IPOB as a terrorist organization. This action has criminalized within Nigerians millions of IPOB members worldwide and rendered them subject to interdiction and confiscation of their monies, bank accounts, and other property, and otherwise stigmatized them as terrorists subject to arrest, detentions, prosecution, and even extrajudicial killings. Beyond the inherent unfairness, the declaration of IPOB as a terrorist group by Nigerians is discriminatory because there are other non-Biafran organizations in Nigeria, some confirmedly violent, some not, but all geared to fighting or agitating for one right or the other for members of other closed groups, but which have not been declared terrorist organizations. These organizations include the Ariwa Youth, mainly of Hausa and Fulani ethnic stock. The Odua People Congress, mainly of Yoruba ethnic stock. Miyetti Allah or Fulani herdsmen, mainly of Fulani ethnic stock. Niger Delta militant, mainly of Ijaws ethnic stock. The statutory authority of said declaration, which should not have been applied against IPOB, is contained at Section 2 of 1C Terrorism Prevention Act 2011 (TPA) of Nigeria, which provides in pertinent part that 1. Where two or more persons associate for the purpose of, or where an organization engages in a. Participating or collaborating in an act of terrorism. B. Promoting, encouraging, or exhorting others to commit an act of terrorism. Or C. Setting up or pursuing acts of terrorism. The judge in chambers may, on an application made by the Attorney General, National Security Advisor, or Inspector General of Police on the approval of the President, declare any entity to be a proscribed organization, and the notice should be published in official gazettes. As can be gleaned from the foregoing, it is that particular part of the provision stating that the application to declare an entity a proscribed organization can be decided by a judge in chambers. That formed the basis upon which the entire court proceeding was instituted and decided without notice to IPOB. This rather unfamiliar process has troubled decent folks worldwide who have become all too accustomed to the famed fundamental right to fair hearing, guaranteed even by Section 36 of the Nigerian Constitution. Thank you for listening to this news. My viewers, why will the President of Court of Appeal want to process that? He won't want to do that because he himself, he knows that he has defaulted. He knows that he has defaulted, and he knows that his profession is also at stake. He knows the Nigerian government that has taken such a step is wrong. You know they are wrong. He knows they are wrong. That is why he is afraid of doing that. You understand now? That's why he's afraid of doing that. So why will he even want to do that? Why will he? When almost all the advanced countries, are already in support of Biafrans and have already said that this is a peaceful organization. There is no way this organization can be involved in any of these alleged allegations. European Union was in support of Biafra. The UN, United Nations, was in support of Biafran. UNPO was in support of Biafran. Almost all the international countries and advanced countries are in support of Biafrans. They know the Biafrans. They know their mission and their vision and what they are pursuing. And they have said that these people are not terrorist group. So why will the Court of Appeal want to process it? So they were afraid. They know that if they dare try it, they know they will be in problem. So IPOB is very much right in petitioning them. Let them drag their legs out. Let them drag them out. Who knows? Within that process, IPOB may gain their freedom. You understand? So, why would they? They know they have offended. They know their wrongs. So that is why they are afraid. They can't even try it. They can't. IPOB has not yet been pronounced, but it is everywhere. Which country will you travel today and you will not see the Biafran organization set up there? Which country? in this world. And anywhere you see a Biafran, you see that they are people of peace. They are people of peace. They are not troublesome. They are always focused and easygoing. You understand? That is why IPOB have the right and the power to sue them. To sue them. So if they know that they have that strength and that power, let them come out and face IPOB. They have the mouth and the guts to call IPOB a terrorist group. And then they cannot face the law. I thought they felt they said that they know the law and they understand the law. Why can't they just come and face it? My viewers, what's your take on this? Please don't hesitate to leave them behind. Click on the subscription button as well as bell button to receive more updates. Thank you.